half a candy. It's 27.
All right. I guess you did say that much. I don't know. So have you been watching the U.S. Open at all? It's exciting. The city is captivated by this golf tournament here.
I ain't been watching none of it. Tiger Woods going to win, and that's all we need to know, so don't worry about it.
Here's the ironic thing, Ed. Here's what I think is interesting about it. Maybe you can shed some light on this for me from your perspective. I find it odd that everybody in Pittsburgh seems obsessed with this thing and is so happy that the golf course is making all the best players in the world look like less than the best players in the world. Everybody's so happy that this course is bringing them to their knees. But it's funny because that golf course, if you went over there, if the Ed went over there and said, I want to join there, they'd never let you in there. You better not be a black man. You better not be a Jewish man. You better not be a guy who wears a turban because they're not letting you in there as a member.
That's a lie.
What do you mean that's a lie?
I can go over there and play golf tomorrow.
No, you can't. Absolutely, you would get arrested in a second if you went out there.
Where is this place at? I'm going.
It's in Oakmont.
You can't have what is it, no colors?
No, I mean, they don't say that. I'm sure they do have a couple of African-American members because, of course, the PGA required that, or the USGA or whatever required that you have all ethnicities in or at least have some African-Americans, as members, or else they're not going to play tournaments there anymore. But that said, I'm sure that they don't. That's
why, you know what, golf ain't no sport because they don't like black people to play anyway. That's
right.
why they ain't regulated by nothing. Major League Baseball. Or nothing. They don't recognize it.
What does that mean? They're like Major League Baseball? Well, they have black men. Why do you think? What's your thought on that, Ed? By the way, to change gears completely, Gary Sheffield last week or 2 weeks ago said that the Major League Baseball. The reason that there aren't as many black guys playing it anymore is because that you have to talk to them with respect, and if you don't, they're men, and they won't stand for that, whereas the Latino ball players can be pushed around more easily, which seemed pretty racist to me. What did you think about all that?
I heard Gary Sheffield say something nonsense, because listen, baseball, black people just don't play baseball because everybody want to be Michael Jordan.
I see.
Everybody, it's hard to get, see, basketball, listen, I don't know if you know this, but basketball, you can play like 1-on-1 or 2-on-2 and still practice. Baseball, if you get 2-on-2 or 1-on-1, that ain't going to work.
No, that's no game, you're right.
You got to get 18 kids, if you try to get 18 black kids together that like each other and ain't involved in no kind of gangs and all that, that ain't going. It's hard because nowadays everybody want to be the star, so don't nobody want to play right field.
I hear you. I understand exactly what you're saying. Very interesting. Hey, the Ed.
Everybody want to pitch. Everybody want to pitch.
I hear you. Hey, the Ed, though, I got to let you go because we're running way behind tonight. But I gotta let you go. But before I do, I want to wish you a happy Father's Day because you have your 5 sons, and it's this weekend, and I hope you're going to do something special. And by the way, speaking of Father's Day, it's the world of sports has a lot of guys that are very paternal sorts of guys, like Calvin Murphy, for instance, has 14 illegitimate kids by 9 different women. So he's.
Well, that's nice.
That is nice. That is nice. So how are you going to celebrate Father's Day?
Well, actually, I'd like to thank you. Well, I'm kind of going to be sarcastic on it because, I'm not 54 no more.
Really?
Yesterday I turned 55 and you didn't call.
I didn't know. You never told me your birthday. Happy birthday, the Ed.
Yes, you did. You already knew when my birthday was. I told you.
I didn't know that. I'm sorry. Yeah, I had no idea.
So now, I used to be 54.
Right.
But now I'm 55. And in 1 more year, I'm going to be 56.
Wow. That's great. See, you are good at math. I knew it.
I'm the speed limit. I'm 55.
Ah, very nice. And you know who else you're like? You're like Joey Porter, who just left the city of Pittsburgh. He left the Steelers. He's now down in Miami.
They shouldn't have let him go. They're going to regret that because they're not going to make the playoffs because of that one.
No, I don't have time to get into this with you. I would love to get your thoughts on this list of how none of the 50 best players in the NFL are on the Pittsburgh Steelers, according to this thing I found online today. But anyway, Ed, I got to say goodnight to you, but I look forward to talking to you soon, and we got to track down another one of our callers who wants him to be known on the show. He wants to be called Mike, not the Ed, because he doesn't apparently like you. So I'd like you to talk to him, and maybe you can convince him to like you or something.
That's a bunch of crap.
It is. But anyway, don't let that get you down.
I want to tell everybody out there, to all the mothers and fathers, happy Father's Day.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody take it easy, and you have a good time this weekend. And don't drink and drive, because the police will catch you, and they'll lock you up.
Great advice and nice, and I want to wish you a happy Father's Day and a happy birthday. And I next time I see you, I'd like to see you. We got to get together for that barbecue, and I get you 3 or 6 more beers when we get together to celebrate your birthday.
I can dig it.
All right, the Ed. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you later on. All right, there's the Ed.